Good evening, I'm Scott Beadle with St. George News at 8. A 16-year-old Spanish Fork girl is dead and an 18-year-old man arrested on suspicion of facilitating her death after the girl was found hanging in a tree at a campground. Around 7 a.m. Saturday, officials say they received reports of a body hanging in a tree near Maple Lake Campground in Payson Canyon. When they arrived, 18-year-old Tyrell Joe Perzabishan told police he knew her and he was with her when she died. He also had recorded video on his cell phone of her as she died. Authorities say Perzabishan also purchased several items used to facilitate her death and determined he had played an active role. Perzabishan is in jail on a $20,000 cash-only bond. That investigation is still ongoing. The Box Elder County Attorney will not file charges against a 16-year-old girl who struck and killed a Utah State Patrol trooper last fall. The accident killed Trooper Eric Ellsworth back in November. The Box Elder County Sheriff's Office and a UHP accident reconstruction specialist conducted an extensive investigation, which was reviewed by the county attorney in April. On May 2nd, the county attorney announced no charges will be filed. The attorney noted that while speed was a factor in Trooper Ellsworth's death, evidence indicates the girl was operating within the posted speed limit and did not violate any other traffic laws, nor did she act with criminal intent. National Park Rangers discover human remains at the base of Horseshoe Bend. Officials say they were found about 5 miles downstream from Lake Powell within Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. The remains are of a male, but no other information is known at this time. Arizona's Coconino County Sheriff's Office will conduct a full investigation and will release more details as they become available. A Cedar City man faces charges after admitting to fondling 3 children. 18-year-old John Benjamin Garrick is charged with 3 counts of forcible sexual abuse of a child involving children ages 3, 5, and 8. Those kids are all siblings. During an interview with the children, police learned Garrick visited their home and abused them the day before his arrest. Garrick changed his initial story to police, eventually admitting to the abuse. He posted his $20,000 bond. No word yet on when he's scheduled to appear in court. The Utah State Treasurer announces the state has received more than $33 million in unclaimed property at the end of the year. Throughout 2016, $21.6 million was paid out to the state or by the state to owners of unclaimed property. That money comes from refund checks, closed checking accounts, forgotten security deposits, and so on. The new listing reflects over 269,000 new properties. Generally, if property has not had activity for 3 years, it is considered abandoned and must be turned over to the state. To look up if you or someone you know may have unclaimed property, head to mycash.utah.gov or call 801-715-3300. We're following some breaking news out of Washington. President Trump has fired FBI Director James Comey. Lana Zach has the very latest.
A stunning announcement effective immediately. FBI Director James Comey has been removed from office. President Trump saying he was influenced in part by the recommendation of his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. The firing coming just after the FBI issued a correction on Comey's recent testimony about Huma Abedin, the Clinton aide, in which he said that she forwarded hundreds of thousands of emails, some of which contained classified information. But that wasn't quite true. Comey overstated the number of actually forwarded emails, and none of those emails were marked classified at the time. Just before the firing, ABC asked the White House about the president's confidence in Comey.
Does the president still have confidence, full confidence in FBI Director James Comey?
Well, I don't, in light of what you're telling me, I don't want to start speaking on behalf of the president without speaking to him first.
The controversial Comey has drawn ire from both Democrats and Republicans, both for his announcement that he would not be recommending charges against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton for her handling of confidential information, but that she also acted with gross negligence. And then just days before the presidential election, Comey announced that they would be reopening the investigation into Clinton's emails. The ramifications of that decision and its possible effects on the election, he later testified, made him nauseous.
Some Democrats are expressing concern over how that firing will impact the investigation into Russian influence during the election. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers has your Southern Utah forecast right after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by Sun River, resort-style living.
And welcome back, everyone. A little bit of rain making its way through parts of southern Utah. Taking a look outside, and you see the temples, actually, in Zion National Forest or National Park, seeing some fog and some rain here in parts of southern Utah. More rain coming in overnight tonight. That will actually continue as you head into your Wednesday as well. And with the rain around, definitely going to keep temperatures a little bit cooler than we've been seeing lately, probably back into at least the 70s in most areas by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon. Now, taking a look at the radar then, again, showing some of those showers making their way through parts of southern Utah. Most activity actually making its way to the south and to the west. Low pressure actually centered down to our south and east is causing this rotation around that low pressure system, and again causing a few showers in the forecast here overnight tonight, and really keeping the chance of rain in our area for Wednesday as well. And with the clouds and rain, a little bit of fog in some areas, we saw temperatures basically hold into low to mid 70s here late this afternoon. 76 degrees a high here in St. George, 74 degrees a high Hurricane, 72 degrees Cedar City, 71 degrees Enterprise, and temperatures again into the mid to upper 70s to our southwest as well from Vegas to Mesquite. Now for tonight, we'll fall back to near 40 in Cedar City. Some more rain out there overnight tonight. 52 degrees, a low temperature St. George, 53 Hurricane and Mesquite. Again, keeping that chance of rain at about a 40 to 50% chance of some showers overnight tonight. South winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. As we head into tomorrow, then Cedar City, keeping the rain chance around at least through the morning hours. I think by afternoon we'll get maybe a peak of sun or two as the clouds break up a little bit. Still on the cooler side though. High temperature 68 in Cedar City. Winds out of the north-northwest up to 15 miles per hour. For St. George and southern Utah, then keeping that rain chance around again through much of the morning hours, but by afternoon, again, may see a few breaks in those clouds. 75 degrees our high temperature, west-southwest winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So mostly cloudy skies. Again, a few showers still in the forecast for our Wednesday. Now, as we get to Thursday, and especially by the end of the work week, we keep the sunshine around with lots of sunshine and lots of warm weather back in the forecast, too. Could be back in the mid to upper 80s for highs by the time we get to the weekends. We'll talk more about that with your 7-day forecast in just a few more minutes. But I'd like to look at our surface map for your Wednesday. And a little bit of green on the map indicating some of those showers still left over, but some cooler weather trying to get into our area. Along with those showers, again, temperatures are going to be slightly below what we've been seeing, but do look like we'll see those warmer temperatures returning by the time we get to Thursday, Friday, and especially by the weekend. So for your forecasted highs as we head into your hometowns for your Wednesday, upper 60s to low 70s in most areas, partly sunny skies, north-northwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. For southern Utah, St. George, back to the mid-70s, low to mid-70s in most areas for your Wednesday. Again, lots of clouds out there, southwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cedar City up to 76 on Thursday, 77 by Friday. Weekend looking pretty good around Cedar City. Low 70s with lots of sunshine out there as well. By the time we get to the next 7 days in St. George and southern Utah, get back to near 90 by Friday, upper 80s at least. And right now, weekend looking very good with our Saturday and Sunday looking lots of sunshine and low 80s expected for the weekend. Mother's Day Sunday looking great with 82 degrees high in St. George. But actually nice to see a little bit of rain out there today. Keep that rain chance around for tomorrow too. A little bit cooler, but then some more warmer weather back for the end of the work week.
Yeah, the rest of that week looks good.
Looks very good.
Thanks, Chris. Up next, a wish granted, and the announcement is almost as exciting as the wish itself. The video next on St. George News at 8. An 11-year-old battling cancer is getting her wish granted by the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the announcement itself was just as memorable for her nurses. The staff at Medical City Children's Hospital in Dallas coordinated a flash mob dance for the big reveal. Make-A-Wish North Texas is sending 11-year-old Alex Kiker and her family on a beach vacation. Alex has Hodgkin's lymphoma, a cancer that develops from cells in the lymphatic system, part of the body's immune system. Nurses say getting to take part in the Good News for Families is a rare treat, and this is especially great for Alex's mom, who also is a nurse at the hospital.
Very nice. Nice way to put it out there and give them a nice celebration for that trip.
Yeah, doubly great for mom there.
I like to see that. That's very good.
Oh yeah. Thanks for watching.
Have a great night.